What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My apologies for not uploading in a while. I've just kind of been really busy with life, school mostly, and work. Haven't had the right motivation to be really making content, other than just streaming on Twitch, but I should be doing stuff a little bit more consistently for you guys, so I do apologize for that. That being said, today's video, kind of wanted to go over the Executor mirror match. I wanted to get this video out today before GAC starts up. This is going to be our first GAC with 3 fleets, and I wanted to showcase kind of why I'm taking the Executor on offense like 99% of the time, unless something huge changes with the ship meta, which I don't expect anything to change anytime soon. So yes, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's video, and I'll show you guys how to get max banners against Executor mirrors. So these are the 4 ships that we're going to need to get max banners. You don't need any more ships or any less. You might be able to sub out the Ebon Hawk for Gauntlet, but I personally believe that the Gauntlet true home is with your Empire fleet from now on, and we'll talk about the Empire fleet at the end of the video. But so if you'll notice right here, I do have Relic 9 pilots. You do not need Relic 9 pilots. You actually don't even need Relic 9 Piet, which is the nice thing I think here. I would say for this to work, you need your Houndstooth to be at minimum Relic 7, and then Razor Crest and Sanity Blood, those are the 2 ships that are the key. You really want those ships to be as high as possible, and yes, I am going to say Relic 8. I don't think you need Relic 9 because most people are not Relic 9ing their entire starting lineup. I'm doing that just because it's very consistent for me. I never have to worry about my ships ever going second. I don't have to worry about no coin toss. The perfect setup, in my opinion, that I'm used to is my opponent's capital ship goes first, okay, or mine goes first. Doesn't really matter. But I do want my ships, my starting lineup to go first. When your starting lineup goes first, it makes a huge difference. So like I said, Boss 7, Razor Crest, Xanadu Blood, get those guys to 8. I'm being serious about that. Ebon Hawk, doesn't really matter. He's just here for the reinforcement. And just to showcase, we'll look at my capital ship real quick. So yeah, I still have here's my Executor. He's still Relic 8. I don't think I'll ever do Relic 9. I mean, if you do Relic 9, yeah, it makes it a little easier, I think, but it doesn't matter. Once you guys see the fight, it doesn't matter if your Executor goes first or second. I personally like it when my Executor goes second. So if yours goes first, more power to you. So jumping back over to Houndstooth real quick, I just wanted to talk about its basic. A lot of people know what Houndstooth does, but they don't know the kits into full detail. Even sometimes I forget these minor little things. So Houndstooth recovers 10% health when he uses his basic, and if he has taunt, he recovers protection. That protection part is key. We need to make sure our Houndstooth never loses taunt. That way he can heal himself to full. We don't need to heal our Houndstooth. We are only going to use 2 heals, and we should be able to finish the battle with 76 banners. So let's get to it. So like most of my videos, I'm going to be kind of pausing, just kind of break things down, but I'm pretty much just going to let it play out. It's a very short battle. It's about 3.5 minutes long. So as you can see, my opponent's Executor goes first. Then our Houndstooth, we're going to target their Houndstooth because we don't want to give any turn meter to their Houndstooth. I want to have access to their Razor Crest. So you're pretty much playing it like you normally would. I'll pause when we do things a little bit differently here. So we're going to go ahead and cleanse. We got a nice double tap there, which is pretty convenient. And then we're able to take their Razor Crest out pretty quickly. You do get a nice damage and health bump when you get to Relic 8 and 9. I don't expect you guys to do 9. I wouldn't recommend it. I would say definitely do 8 though on Cadmain and Bam. Alright, so we had IG-2000 come out. Now this is the part where we play differently. We do not call a reinforcement in, okay? We actually want to heal. So at this point in time, we have eliminated Razor Crest. The reason you want to get rid of Razor Crest first is because he can ignore taunt. We want to make sure from here on out, the only people that take damage in this fight is basically Houndstooth. And then we'll heal everyone else up, and then we should be able to win. So we're going to go ahead and heal up our Razor Crest. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, who you heal up first, Xanadu Blood or Razor Crest. You just want to make sure our Houndstooth is taunting, and they don't have anyone that can do an AoE. If Slave 1 were to come out instead of IG-2000, definitely get rid of him as quickly as possible, because that AoE is going to mess things up a little bit. Okay, so now we'll call in Ebon Hawk. We're going to get rid of their taunt, and we're going to go ahead and start feeding more turn meter to our team, and pretty much get rid of their IG 2000 here. So see here, they can only attack Houndstooth. We need to make sure we reapply Breach as quickly as possible. That way they can only target our Houndstooth. We want to make sure he's taunting pretty much the entire battle. And then we're going to kill Houndstooth last because we want to stall. That way we can get that extra heal off to heal up our Xanadu blood. And then at this point you're going to see Slave 1's going to come in, but he's still only going to be able to target Houndstooth. So no one else took damage, and we got to get Slave 1 out immediately. Because, you know, we don't want his Sonic Mind to go off, or we don't want him to dispel the taunt on Houndstooth, even though it's not going to get dispelled. Yeah, so we'll just finish off Slave 1 here. And then once we get to this point in the fight, we just use basics. Just basic everything. No specials, just keep Houndstooth alive. And then once we get that final heal in on Xanadu Blood, then we'll finish him off. So the nice thing here is we have also 2 ships. We have Razor Crest and the Ebon Hawk, who could also do buff immunity on Houndstooth. So Houndstooth is, I mean, we're pretty much already won. But, you know, it is nice having those 2 extra ships. It's just nice having the Ebon Hawk. Ebon Hawk is such a utility of a ship. So we're just kind of stalling here. And our Houndstooth is pretty much taking care of himself. We don't need to heal him at all. He's got the bonus protection. He's got full health, full protection. Now that we got the final heal in, we pretty much finish off the fleet. So yeah, I mean, I personally really like this strategy. I like the idea of not having to worry about Executor on defense. You know, if I have an Executor I have to fight on defense, I know I'm going to get 76 banners. This is very consistent, by the way. Once you get those relic levels and you have it set up where, you know, your opponent's capital ship's going first, or like I said, or you have an R9 and you go first, it's the same fight. It really is the same fight. The only difference is Slave 1 coming out first or IG 2000 coming out first? And really, not much of a difference there. So as you can see, we have 76 banners. So real quickly, I kind of want to talk about what to do with the rest of your bounty hunter ships, because obviously you have a Relic 8 Boba Fett because you have the Executor. You probably have a Relic 5 at minimum, IG 2000. What do you do with these extra ships that you have left over? So, in my opinion, Slave 1, his reinforcement ability isn't bad. You know, we do have a taunt, we have an ability block, retribution. Stick him on your weakest fleet. I think, you know, I don't think it's going to turn the tide of the battle, but, you know, having that extra taunt that comes off the bench, you know, may steal a couple banners from your opponent. IG 2000, however, this guy is really good with Malevolence. So now that we have to, like, you know, stretch our rosters pretty thin for fleets, I am probably going to put IG 2000 back with Malevolence. This ship is fantastic with Malevolence. It's constantly healing and ramping up the whole fleet. If you guys didn't know that, IG 2000 recovers 8% health every turn, and it also gains 8% offense for each debuffed enemy. So, you know, Malevolence, just all the buzz droids everywhere. And then other droid allies gain half of these amounts. So, like, every turn, including the capital ship's turn, you are healing everybody for 4%. Now, that doesn't sound like much, but, you know, give or take 5 or 6 turns, which, you know, there's a lot of ships involved with the Malevolence, you know, you're healing everyone for 20%, you know, for free. I mean, it's pretty cool. And then on top of that, everyone's ramping. So, not too bad. The only downside is you'll never see the double tap, because we have no way of inflicting breach with the Malevolence. Unless you know, you don't inflict breach, right? No. Just does target lock. Yeah, so you have no way of inflicting breach with this ship, unfortunately. But, you know, it is a fast ship, faster than ETA at equal relic levels, so you can definitely stun Anakin's ship to take down Negotiator with Malevolence. So, yeah. That's going to wrap up today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Whether you're going to take your Executor on offense or set it on defense. Like I said, I personally am going to take it on offense. I think it's really hard to beat 76 banners. I think, you know, having 76 banners consistently can really help make up for the rest of my fleet performance, or, you know, maybe a drop battle I did in the ground zones. I also think a lot of people are going to have a plan for Executor, but not have a plan for Executrix or Chimera. I think the Empire fleet is going to be the new nightmare fleet to deal with on defense, and yeah, I think Executor. My Executor is going to be my answer to the Empire fleet. 100%. If there's not an Executor down, I'm not going to do a mirror match. I am 100% using Executor versus Executrix or Chimera, because that Empire fleet is pretty nasty when it's like max on relics, with the right setup, of course. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, or even share this video with some of your guildmates, because you can definitely use this strategy in Territory Wars as well, because I know the Executor is a nightmare in Territory Wars, just like it is in GAC, but if you can easily mirror without dropping any banners, it might be worth it. Thank you as always for watching, guys, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.